Hey guys, welcome to the program. Sergio Guerrero here for Corner MMA. Today we're speaking with UFC middleweight Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Hey man, how are you? You're about a week away from
Good.
going into the cage and doing what you do best. How are you feeling, man?
Dude, I feel good. I'm fucking excited as fuck. I had some time off after my last fight to work on a bunch of things that I think I needed. So I'm like super excited to go try them out in the cage this time.
Nice. I know you mentioned your most recent fight. Unfortunately, it was a loss against Marcus Perez via anaconda choke at UFC on ESPN two. What did you learn most out of that your first career loss?
Um, Honestly, I mean, I've lost before. I've done a lot of smokers and shit. A
Gotcha.
fight, like obviously the best in the world lose too, you know.
Hmm.
So, and does it take anything away from my talent? No, but it just opens my eyes to things that I can add in or adjustments. Like for me personally, I need to stay calm because I try to kill everyone when I fight, and like sometimes that is not my best friend, you know.
Gotcha.
I
You feel it
get
sometimes it does
overzealous
more
and try to
harm than
just
good.
murder people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends who you're fighting. You know, some people, they can't take pressure, and it's like, all right, this motherfucker is gonna freak the fuck out, and then I get to pick my shots. So it depends who you're fighting. Styles make
Right.
fights, you know.
Right. I mean, it was technically that was your first UFC fight. You were a part of the Contender Series. What was it like for you going out there for the first time, making the walk?
Man, it was fucking crazy. It was badass. I was trying to live in the moment, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, when you're listening to a surround sound or some shit, just like,
Right.
oh, it's fucking crazy. That's how it was for me. I was just like, fuck. And then everyone's saying, you will die. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's get this shit.
That must
But
feel very comforting for you, huh?
no, honestly, I like proving people wrong, and I like
Nice.
to shit on people's like parades. So I mean, only in the fight world, of course, not like outside of that. But for me, I was like looking forward to fucking putting on a show and getting a win, and then getting the respect from Brazil, you know. But I think I earned everyone's respect and made some followers and stuff. Everyone knew that I was coming to kill, and I was trying to do that. Um, I tried to take a round off in the second, and
Right.
I will not make that mistake ever again.
So you said it yourself. You've gone into enemy territory. You're facing Jung Yong Park, who's a Korean, but you're going to Shenzhen, China. I mean, how you feel going into there? Is this going to be a constant thing for you as far as going into somebody else's backyard?
I don't know, man. If that's where they're gonna send me, that's where I'm gonna go. You know, a
Right.
fight's a fight. Whether you're in the fucking street, the gym, or you're flying out to China. I got into this to travel the world and fight the best out there. So to me, it's fucking a blessing. You know.
Right. That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
So what do you know about your opponent thus far?
I know he's a striker. He's a pretty technical counter fighter. He moves backwards and forwards well. Side to side, I don't think he really has the best of. He
Right.
gets super wide with his feet when he starts throwing hard. So like if you go backwards, he's gonna fucking rush you. I know from the clinch he likes to throw his right elbow, and he throws a lot of knees. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a fucking banger. To be
Okay.
honest,
I mean, you guys
and
are the
I
first fight of the night, so hopefully you
yeah,
guys give us a good show.
no, yeah, definitely. I'm coming. You know how I fight. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
coming for fucking. I'm coming to die or fucking kill someone.
So you being from California, we just had UFC 241 in Anaheim. What did you think of that card, man?
That was the last fight, right?
Yeah, this
That
most
one
recent
was
card.
yeah. I watched it actually. Yeah, there were
Yeah.
some sick ass fights. The
Yeah.
fucking middleweights, they were banging. Who else was there? There was a
Yeah.
couple middleweights on the
Yeah.
show. There was who's the main event?
It,
Pettis and Diaz,
Nate
right?
Diaz
That
and
was
you had
super
and you
fun.
had Cormier DC.
Yeah,
Excuse
no,
me,
yeah,
Cormier Miocic.
yeah. That was a badass fight too. It was cool how you see like how he strategized. He saw that the liver shot worked, and he started just picking up on it, doubling
Yeah.
it up, going body head. It's cool to start seeing people like add shit like that, to their
Yeah.
game.
How close were you on getting on that card, or did they not contact you at all?
Um, I was actually hurt, so I
I see.
mean, I was like rehabbing myself, and they said give me dates that work for you, and then I gave them August, September, and they fucking put me right in August. So I was like, all right, let's fucking go. But
Nice.
I
So
stayed in shape, I kept working, so I'm looking forward to this shit. It's probably the best shape I've ever been in my life.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. So when do you plan on taking off to China?
I actually leave tomorrow.
Okay, red eye.
Yeah. Fucking around 10ish.
Okay,
So I'm excited, honestly. Get the flight over with, get adjusted the fucking time change like
yeah.
16 hours ahead of time. Um, I'm looking forward to that shit, man.
So what's the support been like around you as far as family, friends, fans? I know you have a lot of people around you that are supporting you. Now that this fight is being in China, it's going to be held up at a very odd time here in Southern California. What type of responses have you been getting from them?
A lot of people have been like, I'm gonna stay up and watch it. It's just an excuse to get fucked up, you know. It's an excuse for them to party on the weekend. They got Saturday to rest because it's like Friday night here, but Saturday there.
Right.
If that makes any sense. But nah, I got actually like 14 heads flying out with me,
Okay.
and then that's not including my corners and shit. So I'm fucking excited, man. I gotta have my family there. I get to do what I love for a living, and I get to bless China with these hands.
That's right. That's right. So I mean, I've seen on your social media that you're a bit of a family man. You like going to the beach. You like camping with your family. That's who you are. Um, how do you balance your time as far as being a father and being a fighter?
That shit's it's actually been something that's been like my biggest thing that I've been learning how to get over. Because sometimes, like, my wife tells me all the time, I'm too much of a fucking hothead. Well, when I'm in camp, when I'm not in camp, I
Right.
get to smoke and shit and relax,
Yeah.
So I'm not so fucking quick tempered. Um, but being a father, man, it's fucking blessing. I actually opened a gym in Woodland just so I can be closer to my family and coach people
Nice.
on like a living. Um, my wife actually is full time stay at home mom now, and she just pretty much works for me, sells my shirts and shit, and like we're making it work. So I mean,
I
for her,
saw that. I saw it.
yeah,
What does your shirt say?
kill or be killed.
That's right. It looks
Yeah,
great, man. It looks
thank
great.
you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mentality. I'm gonna go in there and try to wreck shit. If not, I'm gonna fucking die trying.
It,
It's like I do it for them. So yeah.
Nice. And going in there, kill or be killed type of mentality. Do you embody your style based off of somebody else's style? Like, was there a fighter growing up that you watched that you really enjoyed watching, or it really took your style out of?
Nah, not
No,
really. No.
no.
Honestly, growing up, I didn't even know about MMA until I was like 15.
Gotcha.
So like I grew up in the cuts. We didn't have really shit. My dad and my grandpa and them, they're paisas, so they always watch boxing. They'd always be like, sit down and fucking watch this shit. So
Right.
I did. And like, I don't know, just fighting's always been a part of my life. Whether we're wrestling, roughhousing, fucking my cousins, we used to lock the door. Like, I'd be like Christmas time, we'd lock the
Yeah.
door and we'd just be in there fighting with each other, gloves and shit. So like,
But
fighting's always been a part of my fucking life. So, I mean, from like a little kid, so it only makes sense that I got into the career.
nice. And
Yeah.
speaking of boxing, did you happen to see the Ruiz versus Joshua fight? What did you think about that, man?
So I seen the highlights. I didn't get to see the fight. I definitely want to see the second one. They're having a rematch here soon, right?
Yeah, apparently it's gonna be I think in the Middle East.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But
Huh.
I mean, what'd you think about that type of style or what he did to be the first heavyweight champion, Mexican heavyweight champion?
No, I think it's fucking badass.
Right.
It's good for the Mexican community.
Hmm.
We need that shit definitely. And it gives like little kids something to look forward to. I mean,
Right.
like if like Mexico, they don't got a lot of shit out there. I mean, they got boxing. Boxing's like fucking bread and butter in
Right.
Mexico. So
Yeah.
I just like that's more inspiration for kids to fucking stay out of trouble, stay out of cartels, and actually have something to look forward to. Because that boxing money is nice. You fuck around and change your entire life.
Seriously, man, it really does something to the body and the mind. But
Yeah,
going back to be you being the family man that you are, how do your children respond to your career? Like, do they watch your fights? What have they told you?
shit, yeah. My son's fucking. He's 3 now, but he's gotten like from. I had him, and then I fought like a couple months later. So he's been like to all my fights. My daughter's been to all my fights. My son hates watching me fight. He like freaks the fuck out,
Yeah.
and he like wants to be in there with me. But they're getting better at handling it. Uh, for me, it's like I said, get in, get out, get paid, and then go see my family, and just show them that if we like if you train hard enough, you work hard enough at anything's possible. You know, whether it be school, whether it be sports. Like my stepdaughter, she's a gymnast, and her first year she went to like the little finals and stuff. And I told her, I was like, "Do you like this shit?" And she loves it.
Nice.
So it's like, well, you can make it a career. You can open your own gymnastics place one day if you put the time in now.
Right.
So like, it gives them, they know that hard work always pays off. I'm a preacher of that. And then they see me working my ass off all the time. So it just, it's just how you bring them up. And my dad brought me up as a hard worker. I remember being young, he'd have like 20 sacks of feed in the back of his truck and be like, all right, go take it to the backyard.
Get to work.
We live on an acre. We live on an acre, so it'd be throwing one on until I started getting strong enough to throw 3 on my shoulder, 2 on my shoulder, and walk it. It was a fucking like it took a minute.
The grind never stops. In other words,
never.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Nice. And as far as like training camp and just working out in a sense, I know you've been training at Urban Spa Fitness. You've had your own gym at Woodland Hills. Is that One Agility, or would that be a separate gym as well?
So One Agility is like the same. We're the same building, so it's One Agility, and then Square One MMA is my building that I'm in. But they're the agility side. They offered me an opportunity to start a gym, basically, to help them get like people in there too, because I have a name there. So I mean, the timing worked out perfect. It couldn't have been better. And then now I get to see my family more because I'm home more. I'm closer to home. I'm making money at what I love doing, so it's not really a job,
Nice. And then obviously you have something to look forward to once your career is over. You have something to lean on at that point, Not a lot of fighters,
Exactly. And then like my kids like fighting and they want to stick it out. Like my stepson, he's training with me right now. And, like he's getting pretty fucking good. He's getting better at paying attention because obviously little kids, they don't it's like 30 minutes on the board. So I mean, eventually, like if they don't have to fight, by all means, I'd rather not see them fight.
Yeah.
But if they can run the gym for me later on to make them money, then I can just hand it over to them one day,
Yeah. Nice. So who was your biggest inspiration as far as like getting into this MMA field? Like who really led you to get into it?
Honestly, nobody. I just so I was from the country. Basically, we'd have fucking, those one little like boxing gloves that you get, like the cheap ass puffy ones, the little Mexican flag,
like the cotton's already coming out of it and stuff.
Yeah, those ones. So we had like 2 pair of those, and then me and my boys they'd come to my house. Like I live on a ranch. We didn't have internet. We'd fucking dial up. There's like nothing to do out there.
Oh,
so if you don't if you don't like animals, you're basically fucked. So we'd play video games, get bored, and then we'd like, fuck it, put the gloves on and start just beating the fuck out of each other. And like we didn't know what the fuck MMA was. We used to throw elbows on the ground, knees in the head on the ground. We used to like kick each other. We used to like do pride rules basically.
Nice.
And then my dad was like, "You fucking idiots are gonna get hurt."
So little did you know you're gonna be making money off of it in the future, huh?
Yeah, no, exactly. I had no idea. We were just like, man, that was fun to us. Like beating the fuck out of each other, trying to like, I don't know, just I guess boys will be boys, right?
Yeah, they will.
To prove dominant of each other, and fucking we would do that shit all the time, and thought it was fun. I went to a gym, tried it, and fucking fell in love with the sport, and the rest is history.
And the Swimstitute, man. What things do you have to say about the Swimstitute? I know you love going and working out with them. I mean, what do you have to say about them?
That shit is hard, bro. I didn't think swimming was that hard until like I started doing the Navy SEAL swimming with my coach, and my God, that shit. I've been like, my weight has been on point because of that shit. Like the first day I went, they're like, "Oh, you got to do it. It's low impact, yada yada."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, perfect. I'll stay away from injuries like this if I do smarter things, train smarter." And holy fuck, after the first day I couldn't move. I was like, "Yo, you said this was lower resistance. I can't even fucking move. I'm hella sore." But it's been going great, man. My cardio's way better. My weight has been way lower than ever. I feel good. I learned how to swim too.
Nice. Oh, so you didn't know how to swim prior?
I mean, I can swim. I can get from point A to point B. But I wasn't doing it properly.
Gotcha. Now your fundamentals are down pat.
No, yeah, straight up. I could definitely save myself if someone's drowning next to me. Let's just say that I can probably get away from them, hold my breath long enough to fucking escape.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been going great, man.
Awesome, man. And you know, I'm sure you've answered this question many of times, but where does Fluffy come from, bro? Where did it
Being a
come
little
from?
fat kid, man. Being a little fat kid. I
Okay.
was like, when I first got into fighting, I was 15. 14. I turned 15. I was like 240. Just a little fat kid, loved to eat. you know. And then I started training, and I had my coach told me one day, he's like, hey, I got a fight for you. I was like, oh, perfect. And he's like, it's at 185. I was like, what the fuck? So, like, I had to diet my ass off. Like, after that, I was like, fuck that. Never getting that big again. It's too much work to have to cut all that weight. You're fighting yourself damn near before you get to the fight, you know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much where it comes from. And then, like, recently I've been working with Game Fit, and I haven't been this cut ever. And I don't think I've ever been in this good of shape in my entire life. I feel like explosive. I feel fast. I feel athletic. My cardio is fucking stupid right now. I mean, I feel great, dude.
Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling great. You know, I hope you look great in that cage. I'm sure you will. August 31st is when it all goes down, man. Do you have anything to say to your followers and your fans right now before we sign up?
Man, stay tuned. It's gonna be a fucking fun one.
Nice, man. And also your social media handles. Do you want to give that out so somebody knows where to follow you at?
Yeah, my social media is at I Love Bam. ILOVEBAMF.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez here at Corner MMA. We definitely hope you get that W on August 31st, and we hope you come back after that. And all the success and luck to you in the future, to you and your family. And I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to come talk to us, and I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. If you want to get one after, let's get one too.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, good luck to you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, take care.
All right.